Hey everybody, Macktion here from tabletroms.com, and welcome back for the second round of our review of the Wikipad 7. Now in this segment we're going to talk about performance, and that overwhelmingly means games. But first let's talk a little bit about the battery that's going to be powering the Wikipad. It is a 4100 milliamp battery, which in practical purposes means that standby will drop your tablet about 0.5% every hour, YouTube about 10% every hour, and Netflix about 12% every hour. Games tend to vary so widely in their usage and how much power they're going to use that the best estimate I can give you is that you will probably experience under 20% drain from your battery per hour. Now a few benchmarks so you can know how this compares to the performance of other tablets. The Quadrant benchmark rates this at 4,150, on average of course. The Antutu benchmark, 13,300, and 3D Mark, which is a benchmark specifically for tablets that are going to be running high-end graphics and things like that, gave it 3078 on its light benchmark and 1968 on its extreme benchmark. This way you can take those and compare them to other tablets that you're considering gaming with. Now, I tracked down a whole heap of games that had gamepad controls baked into the options, and the Wikipad 7's controller worked with every one of them. Every one of them that I tried out. Even some of the games that had just added, say, Moga support on top of the game worked flawlessly. Now, does this mean that it works with every Android game? No. I'm sure there are some out there that I didn't try. And there are even some that don't have any type of controller support at all. But you know what? It could. Consider that every Android game uses the touchscreen. There are apps that will let you bind controller keys to touchscreen gestures. The only problem is that Android will require you to have root access to be able to map those onto the touchscreen. So, if you're interested in rooting your Wikipad, you will be able to play virtually any game that can be played through the controller. But as is, the compatibility that Wikipad has made with its controller dock is admirable. And with just one small tweak, it could be the best in the business. Now, although $250 might seem a lot to pay for a gaming tablet, consider that even the best supported gamepads for mobile weigh in at $80 just for the controller. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time so far with the Wikipad, and I have only two thoughts about how to improve it. One, I would have Wikipad make their own touchscreen mapping app for the controller. They know the most about the hardware, and with the software in line, everything would be golden. And two, I would like to see them incorporate some extra batteries into the controller. I haven't yet cracked open the controller, but I am sure there's more than enough room for a couple thousand extra milliamps of battery in there. So, is the Wikipad 7 worth your hard-earned dollar? I'd have to say yes. If you're at all interested in playing games that aren't just casual games, then the Wikipad has you covered. Between, of course, Google Play, as well as the PlayStation Network, you can get your hands on pretty much anything you want. And anything that can support a controller is supported by the Wikipad's controller dock. You're going to be hard-pressed to find a controller that feels quite as solid in your hand. When this controlling dock is docked to the Wikipad, it feels solid, it feels good, and it's easy to play. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this has given you a bit better information about the Wikipad and how valuable it can be to someone who likes to play some serious games.